Hello, Sukanya here with part 2 of the Andal story from Krishnadeva Raya's epic Amukta Malyada in our Margari special series. This episode number 12 features Vishnu Chitta, father of Andal. There was a popular Pandya king Vallabhadeva ruling in Madurai in the 8th century. Once during a night round, Vallabhadeva overheard a Brahmin's cryptic speech. Men work for 8 months to save what they would need for the 4 months of rainy season. They gather during the day what is required for the night. And the days of youth are well engaged to gain security for old age. So, we must gather now what we would need after our life. This set the king thinking. What is the point of a pleasure filled lifestyle that will not last, has no meaning? I should be thinking of moksha and how to get it. But the question is, which god should I pray to for attaining moksha? For the Pandya kingdom had many religions coexisting peacefully. The king summoned his courtiers to debate on which god would assure him of moksha. Vedic and other scholars from all religions were invited to present their point of view. There was a reward of a bag of gold coins for the most convincing answer. In a nearby town Villiputtur, there lived a devout Vaishnavite, Vishnu Chitta. He prepared flower garlands every day for the temple of Vatapatra Sai, an avataram of Vishnu. For this, he maintained a garden tending to it devotedly. True to Vaishnavite way of life of community worship through singing and feasting, he used to feed devotees and also composed poems on Krishna's childhood, boyhood and youth that pioneered the Pillai Tamil literature form. Around the time the Pandya king initiated the debate on moksha, Vishnu Chitta had a dream in which the deity Vatapatra Sai appeared, commanding him to participate in the debate. The deity assured Vishnu Chitta that he would guide him and ensure he doesn't get ridiculed, addressing Vishnu Chitta's core fears. For wasn't he a mere devotee who took care of a garden to create garlands, and he was no scholar? Convinced by the deity, Vishnu Chitta travelled to Madurai with other Vaishnavites. The harsh weather and tough path were no barriers to the bhakti immersed travellers. A takeaway for us that we should treat pilgrimages as sacred and not as pleasure trips. The focus should be on God. At the king's court, Vishnu Chitta got into a debate with representatives of Sankhya, Advaita, Lokyata, Jaina, Mimamsa, Bauddha, Charvaka, and Vaiseshika doctrines. Using intuitively inputs from the Vedas and other scriptures, and perhaps with divine guidance, Vishnu Chitta countered opposing arguments by propagating the Vishishta Advaita philosophy that moksha can be granted only by Narayana. His argument was accepted by the king and the gathering. As a sign, the reward bag of coins too automatically slid down as he concluded. On his way back home in a royal procession, Vishnu Chitta had a vision of the god Vishnu witnessing his journey from the skies. Overwhelmed, he was inspired to sing the 10 verses of Tirupallandu in praise of Vishnu. This hymn is the beginning of Nalayaram Divya Prabandham and goes like this.
பல்லாண்டு பல்லாண்டு பல்லாயிரத்தாண்டு பல கோடி நூறாயிரம் மல்லாண்டு தின்தோள்மணி வண்ணா உன் சேவடி செவித்திருக்காப்பு.
Life was unchanged for Vishnu Chitta after the debate success, and he continued tending to his garden. One day, he saw a beautiful female baby in a bed of tulsi plants near a lake of white lotuses. Excited that God may have sent this baby to their childless home, he carried her to the Vatapatra Sai temple, where the priest communicated a divine message that he should take care of the baby and that her significance will be revealed in the course of time. Vishnu Chitta and his wife brought her up in an atmosphere of beauty, music, and piety. She was named Goda, meaning one who helps one's speech. Later in life, she was also known as Andal, or the one who rules, as well as Sudi Kodutha Sudar Kodi, meaning the bright creeper-like woman who gave garlands after wearing them. Vishnu Chitta is also known as Periyalvar, one of the 12 Alvars, and is also considered a divine incarnation. So that's it in this episode about Vishnu Chitta. In the next episode, we will hear about how Andal grew up and her story in focus. Thank you so much for listening.